Over here in the red, the Emperor himself. He is
Slayer's BoxeR.
And now to our Zerg, old school StarCraft 1 player, now the coach of the team OGS.
OGS TheWind.
Did you just see that sign?
No, what was it?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It was funny.
Darn.
All right, so it's Metalopolis, great map. A map that is, I guess if you had to compare it to something in StarCraft 1, you compare it to Python. I mean, the center is a little bit weird, but as far as having an expansion that's fairly easy to take, you know,
They are both.
I mean, the center location
certainly quite good maps.
certainly
I
different.
think,
but
yeah.
I guess when I say that, I'm comparing it to, it's a map that, you know,
It's a
rewards
macro
standard,
map.
yeah, standard
standard macro
play,
map.
and yeah.
I would say.
It's right when I said that, I'm like, well, the centers are different. Whoa, speaking of the center,
I would say though, balance-wise, we might compare it to Destination, which that was like the most played map ever in StarCraft 1 Pro gaming, and it had like the closest stats you could ever imagine for something with thousands of games on it.
yeah, especially in the late game.
This is generally considered the most balanced, best map overall in StarCraft 2. So
Best, handsomest map.
it is handsome.
Good at basketball. We got. Oh, is he going to spot this barracks? Yes, he does.
Wow.
He spots the proxy.
And I love Slayer's BoxeR, and he is known for stuff like this. That is obviously why TheWind scouted this so quickly. Because, well, in fact, TheWind probably had this happen to him on TV in StarCraft 1 to BoxeR. Yeah, so I do find it interesting, though, that Slayer's BoxeR wants to prove his TVZ quite badly. And then he's throwing up 2 proxy racks.
He's like, check it out, guys.
That's not really going to prove it, dude. Like, if he's that close spot and you get a free win, am I supposed to think that you're awesome, TVZ? I mean, I'm sure he is, but I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm going to be interested to see if this works at all because he knows it's coming.
Oh, an Overlord in the middle of the map looks like it's going to be taken out by a Marine.
Overlord in the center of the map, and there it is.
There it is.
Now, if he loses this Overlord, he's going to be supply blocked.
Yeah, he's
and
not going to
could
like
be
that.
hit.
I think he's already making another Overlord to replace it so that it's not going to be as big a problem. Already making a Spine Crawler as well.
Do you think Slayer's BoxeR is going to bring the SCVs?
No, I don't
think so.
I think he's just going to do standard pressure and backup and play his standard game and show us that his TVZ's good.
So, the Marines move out. Remember, it's not as bad as Zelnaga Caverns, but it is a map where there's a pretty wide area to defend.
Yeah.
And this Spine Crawler, he didn't want to do the Fruit Dealer mistake and have that in the one area that doesn't defend the ramp.
Quite true indeed.
Bad moment to unburrow that.
Only a handful of Marines there now. A couple more are coming up to join them. But notice that TheWind did not want to make a mistake like Fruit Dealer did. Moves his Spine Crawler slightly. Meantime, BoxeR taking that expansion as you see. And very interestingly, throwing up 2 more barracks, but also throwing up 2 gas at the same time. So
interesting.
He's well, I think he's actually just going to go for Marine Marauder and just get upgrades really quick. I think that's why he got the 2 gas. It's really slow to get a bunch of upgrades out.
What do you think about the Baneling's nest the Zerg is getting?
I actually think that this is a really smart move. This shows that TheWind really understands this matchup. Right now, TheWind cannot know that Slayer's BoxeR is expanding. Okay, he may be going 4X or something like that, and if he is, TheWind will die if he doesn't have that Baneling nest. Now, TheWind just scouted and saw what was going on. So there's a possibility of cancel, but really no reason at this point. He's already spent the money. Go ahead, let it finish. He'll feel safer anyways. But as I was saying, if he goes 4X or something like that, brings his SCVs, and there aren't any Banelings, no number of Zerglings will stop that if BoxeR hits the timing right. Like, literally no number will stop it if he hits the timing right. So TheWind truly showing understanding of that concept and throwing up that Baneling nest. It's awesome to see, Tasteless. I'm sorry for answering that for like 5 minutes.
No, you're fine. But you're fine.
It makes me so happy to see people actually do things like that.
BoxeR with a nice Marine spread here. And this is going to be a cool game.
Yeah, it looks
This
like
is when
it's
you
gonna
really
be
get to
very
see how
macro.
good somebody's recovery is how do they react after their proxy racks failed.
Yeah,
It's time to plan B it.
and it's going to be a macro plan B, which is quite cool to see. The one thing that's a little bit weird is that Roach Warren right there. Yeah. He looks like he wants to go Roach Baneling, which we do see from time to time. Nesty actually did that on Blistering Sands in his group. And Slayer's BoxeR with a lot of Marines moving out.
Now he wants to do that because he wants to make sure there's no banelings morphing outside of his base. Cleaning that up, applying some pressure too here.
Yep. And in fact, the Wind probably should make a few Banelings at home.
Okay, the roaches pop out.
Ah.
The Marines will probably turn around, yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to fight a Spinecrawler and Roaches.
Not roaches.
Roach is actually really good against Marines.
Oh, yeah. Marines and Zealots
Yeah.
do not want to deal with roaches.
Their armor is.
Do you remember how scary they were in the beta?
Yeah, I actually just sat there and made roaches.
They were one
everyone.
supply. I remember playing as Terran at Bros. I'd be like, oh god, here they come. And then there's 7
Yeah.
roaches. I'm like, oh come on, if I can just hold this off, I can win.
But you couldn't.
You couldn't, but Blizzard fixed that. Another hatchery. Zerg knowing that the Marines have backed off due to the presence of the roaches.
Yeah.
He's going to play
And-
it safe and expand.
Yeah, some Zergs in these positions, the far positions, actually do like to go Roach Baneling to start. Some of them do switch over later on into Muta. I don't think the Wind is going to actually do that this time. He is getting an evolution chamber up, and the upgrade that he gets will be quite telling of that.
You think it's going to be armor?
I believe it will be Carapace, yeah. If it's range attack, then obviously he will stay forever on. No, it's melee attack. That's getting
melee
more
attack.
and more popular for Zergs to just get the melee attack upgrades. But, you know, sometimes in these positions, people do like to go Roach Baneling. Because, you know, when the Terran finally does attack, it's pretty far away from home, and you can actually just crush the army sometimes. But of course, that's going to make it so that you don't have any really active harassment units like Mutalisks. And that can be quite annoying, to not be able to annoy your opponent.
Yeah. Very true. So, the siege tanks are getting cranked out now. Looks like Roach Speed is on the way. And we're going to see the
I
drop
like that
ships, medevacs, excuse me.
The contamination on the engineering bay right there.
Yeah,
Slowing
that was
down
nice.
That +1 upgrade. Really nice move. You know, something I was talking about a bit with TLO about Contaminate and Overseers. It feels like later in StarCraft 2's history, or rather, I guess, later in the future of StarCraft 2 is a better way to put that. Contaminate might become really good, you know, just get like 3 Overseers late game and lock down their upgrades and stuff like that.
Well, it's already something you can do if some of these Protosses go for Robo, and they're trying to get
Oh, yeah.
Colossus, you can just fly him in there. You know, even if you lose the Overseer, to delay a Colossus is just huge.
Yeah, especially if they're hitting some sort of timing push. Now, Terran player is moving out, so here's BoxeR, the Marine Marauder tank. He's going to have to be very careful against Banelings. Banelings do have the speed upgrade because the Wind is a coach, and he really does understand this game quite well. Getting that speed upgrade as quickly as possible, something that we see a lot of Zergs make a mistake on. This is going to be a very scary army to actually attack into with Roach Baneling.
You want
There's
those
a decent number of Marauders in there.
Yeah, you want those Marauders to tank the Baneling damage. The siege tanks to blast away the rest of the Banelings. Everything else sort of falls in place.
Now, sorry. Please go ahead.
Oh my god, oh that thought. He's actually dropping Marauders on the Banelings.
Very, very
is
smart
so
move.
good.
He got rid of a ton of Banelings there.
Yeah, now's when you want to win siege. Normally Terran most vulnerable when the tanks are unsieging.
Yep.
But he drops the Marauders. Marauders absorb all the Bane damage. And now he can get a little bit closer. Note the spreading of the siege tanks.
And also note, there are Mutalisks on the way. They have just popped out, so he's going to be able to attack those back siege tanks, perhaps.
Mutalisk's going to attack the tanks at the top. And they are driven away.
Slowing down BoxeR's attack, though, which is quite important so that the Wind has more time to make enough units to actually break out. Right now, the supply is almost dead even, 152 against 157. So there's BoxeR in the lead.
I don't think the Wind should be moving these Mutalisks out.
It looks like Slayer's BoxeR is going to rally up, but also attacking into this base just a
The
portion
siege
of his
tanks
army.
are under attack at the north.
Oh, beautiful move by the Wind, hitting the siege tanks while the Marines are out of position. At the same time, coming through the top of the map. Or
There's no
top
way.
of the ramp.
Slayer's BoxeR is getting rolled.
Yeah. See, beautiful moves
Here come more Terran units over here.
Oh, very good by Slayer's BoxeR. Will he be able to take out this Roach
He may have
army?
overstimmed there. The Roaches are doing a ton of damage, but you know what? The medevacs are doing a good job of healing. The siege tank in the back barely cleans that up.
Wow. But right now, there's like 60 Zerglings being made, literally.
Not figuratively.
Yeah.
He's going to have to regroup here. Baneling's on the
Oh.
way. He needs to get his army back together. Slayer's BoxeR, note, does not have a third base.
He is floating to the gold right now, though.
He's taking the gold
So
base.
Slayer's BoxeR showing us he actually really does. He is good at this matchup now, so.
They'll probably make that into a planetary fortress.
Yeah, I would say so. Stop any harassment from it, but
There we
taking
go.
that third right now is going to be. Oh,
Marauder
man.
drop, Marauder drop.
Marauder drops on the Banelings again.
He's just trying to force him to use up those Banelings.
Just such a smart move when someone doesn't make enough Mutalisks.
All right. He's going to probably stim and just try to go for it now. Here it comes. The Baneling's on the way, though. He needs to get rid of that hatchery. He needs to get rid of that hatchery. I don't believe he can hold this position for too much longer.
Mutalisks trying to come in and clean up these, well, the Marines and everything else.
Okay, he's going to go for the hatchery. Can he get the hatchery? Hatchery's hit points are at half health. And he does get cleaned up. The medevacs will be cleaned up as well.
So finally, we have seen some stabilization from the Wind.
Nice stimming, but not attacking. He's going to regroup. Now, note, the Wind has held on to that, but our Terran player, Slayer's BoxeR, has the gold base.
Yeah, the Wind needs to take another base yesterday, Tasteless. This is a very hard position for him to be in, and right now, harassing the gold base with his mutas. Took out a couple mules there. Delayed mining on the other one. So that's 2 mules and one of the delivery trips of that mule are gone. Now I'm interested, what is the Wind going to choose to do? Is he going to make a bunch of units and try to kill? Or is he going to expand? Because right now, 3 base versus 3 base, we've seen Slayer's BoxeR. He knows how to play the matchup now. He's microing well. He's using good unit compositions. He's attacking at the right times. He's not going to be able to beat him with the same number of bases. It's just not going to happen at this point.
He's attacking the depots. Slayer's BoxeR says, I don't care. You're going to have to pull those meters back if you want to hold off this attack. This attack, Artosis, is looking pretty fearsome.
Yeah, I don't know if the Wind's going to be able to hold this one off, but he is morphing a ton of Banelings right now. Thing is, these siege tanks are going to do intense damage to those Banelings as they try to roll up.
He's going to bring the Roaches in the front to take the damage. No, I believe there's actually too much from Slayer's BoxeR. Let's find out. It's all about what these Banelings can hit.
It's all about that, and they're going on the siege tanks, unfortunately. Siege tanks killing so many Banelings, and the rest rolling into the Marines there. It looks like the mutas. No,
unbelievably.
4 mutas left.
But he's going to get the hatchery.
Oh,
he's going to do it.
Yes, in fact, he is. The Wind at this point, he is going to. Oh, man. I don't know what he's going to be able to do. Look at that. Slayer's BoxeR even taking a 4th base. Really excelling right now. The Wind looks like he wants to just counterattack. There aren't a lot of other choices for him at this point.
Had Slayer's BoxeR not killed that hatchery, this game would look pretty different because the Wind did a good job of dissecting his opponent's army, taking out the tanks, then taking out the Marines, so that there was nothing left but these Marauders, which the Mutalisks could ultimately clean up, winning him the battle, but of course not allowing him to keep the hatchery alive. Wow.
Well,
oh, he might try to do a Baneling target fire on the planetary fortress.
Yeah, that could
since
be quite
that
nice.
thing can't lift.
And in fact, I think he's going to.
Here it is. Yes, he is.
Oh wow! Will the SCVs be able to repair this in time? And oh my God, they lives. At the same time, Slayer's BoxeR took out one of the Wind's new expansions he was making. Ouchies. The Wind will not be able to recover from here.
That is actually game.
Yeah, we will be
He's
seeing
actually
GG
dead.
pretty soon here. That's just too much in Slayer's BoxeR's favor to have saved that base and killed one of his. He's way more mining bases. The Wind is unbelievably behind at this point. Slayer's BoxeR truly showing us that he knows how to play this matchup now. He said he did, and he does.
Slayer's BoxeR will then be ahead, what, 2-0?
Yeah, that means he's
moves
in. On.
He moves on for sure.
Then we're going to have an 0-2 and 2 1-2s. So that definitely has... Is that? No? That should not have decided everything. I believe it's all point-based, not on who beat who, so...
All right, we're dropping over here. And I don't give the Wind that much more time in this game. He's just
It's becoming a very calm day, Tasteless.
Well,
it's time to pull your sails up.
He's attacking 3 locations at once. Slayer's BoxeR has slayed another nerd, this time the Wind. The Wind played well, but this game was just not a breeze.
No, it was not.
All right, Slayer's
BoxeR turned him into dust, Tasteless.
Yes, he did.
Dust on the wind.
Dust in the wind. So, yeah, I mean, I wish there was more we could tell you guys about this other than Slayer's BoxeR's already shown us he can TVT and he can TVC. The question now is, can he TVP? Yeah.
Quite a question it is.
Indeed. And we have one more game after this before break, right, GG?
I believe that was 2 games in a row, so we may be having a break here.
I'm off rhythm.
Slayer's BoxeR very happy with himself here.
You know, he played just very, very well.
Yeah.
In both the games we've seen, he's playing like one of the best.
Certainly is. I mean, this guy, he's great. He's Slayer's BoxeR. He's an old Bonejaw at StarCraft 1. Formerly the best player in the world of that game.
Gonna show his respect to the Wind. Say GG, shake his hand. Like the respectful guy he is.
They've known each other forever. I can't even imagine how many games those two have played together.
Yeah, no kidding.
And the Wind is like, you got me again.
That's so funny. I lost that game. I didn't kill your planetary fortress with my demons. That's
painful moment.
That's just so funny.
And Slayer's BoxeR. We love to look at it. I like his hoodie.
I like that.
Use Slayer's team hoodie. Yeah.
So, are you sure we've done 2 in a row?
I don't know.
This new system we have, I'm a little bit off rhythm here with my casting, but wow, Slayer's BoxeR played incredibly. You know, when you consider
today overall, he's played incredibly.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
He's in really good shape right now.
Yeah,
and as you're saying, he is aiming for a championship in the GSL, and I think he can do it. I'd be a fool not to think he can do it. He's Slayer's BoxeR, man. People called his downfall. They're like, he's washed up. He's done StarCraft 1 like 3 times. Every time he's like, psh, and he either wins an OSL or gets like top 2.
Yeah.
Like, barely losing to Uve. Are you kidding me?
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Can never count him out. You can come back when he's 50 and win a title.
He'd come back in a walker and stuff and have dementia and stuff. Be like, what game is this? His dentures are falling out and he'd still be owning.
He has arthritis and stuff, so he can only click a little bit. His APM goes way down. Still win. True story.
Well, we only have 1 game left. It's going to be the 3rd and 4th place deciding match. And that would be, well, because we don't, 2nd and 3rd place.
Okay.
Excuse me.
That makes sense then.
Because Hongen's already in. Slayer's BoxeR's already in. Well, wait, is that right?
No. Hongun and Hyperdub have to fight to see who wins.
Hongun and Hyperdub have to fight to see who wins.
It's a little bit weird because...
Sorry, I'm still getting used to this match system.
Yeah.
Putting it all together in my head.
If it was a round-robin group, it would go a lot different. We're used to round-robin
Yeah,
groups.
actually,
something
most foreign
completely
Western
different.
tournaments we played in was round-robin. So
yeah.
we actually don't force a round-robin to complete.
Yeah, everyone doesn't have to play everyone. It's more about how many wins you have and how quickly you get them. So, I mean, if we actually had the win play... If everyone played each other, it could be a three-way tie with Slayer's BoxeR in the lead. But we don't do it that way here in Code S for one reason or another.
So we got a 5-minute break. Now,
one more game coming
up. What should they do, Artosis, in this 5-minute break?
You should go make some peanut butter toast.
Yep.
You know, it only takes a couple minutes to toast.
You probably sweat a lot during that game, so go wash your face. You don't want to get any pimples, you know? Maybe get rid of those blackheads. Use a BOA pad. We'll be back soon.
Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm